And welcome. My name is Brian Schepter, and I serve as Deputy Chief of Staff to County Executive Calvin Ball here in beautiful Howard County. I'm thrilled to join you for an exciting announcement this afternoon about the future of our Howard County flag. Before we get into our program, I'd like to recognize a couple of elected officials and their representatives that are joined with us today. Senator Clarence Lamb is here. Byron McFarlane, our Register of Wills. Apologize, Register of Wills. Excuse me. Sorry, Byron. China Williams representing Deb Young's office. Also, Councilmember Deb Young, thank you for being here, ma'am. And Karen Knight for David Youngman's office. As many of you know, on January 22nd, County Executive Ball established the Howard County Flag Commission with a charge to conduct a public process and recommend 3 designs for a future flag. Over the last year, each member of the commission has contributed well over 40 hours of their lives to this historic process. We are fortunate to be joined by many of our commissioners today. As I call the names of our commission, I'd like to invite you to join me up front. Representing Council District 1, Kate Cook. Representing, and we'll hold applause until the end, that's probably best. Representing Council District 2, Rashida George. Come on up here, and we have on this side, thank you. Representing Council District 3, Pearl Atkinson Stewart. Representing Council District 4, Chelsea Bork. Representing Council District 5 and the Howard County Farm Bureau is Barb Glenn. Executive Director of the Howard County Lynching Truth and Reconciliation, Inc. is Marlena Giroux. Archivist of the Columbia Association, Aaron Berry. Representing the Howard County Historical Society, Mark Stout and Ellen Flynn Giles. Representing the African American Community Roundtable of Howard County, Dr. Tracy Williams. Representing the Asian American Pacific Islander Commission, Lanlan Zhu. Representing the LGBTQIA+ Commission, Beck Seckler. Representing La Alianza Latina Commission, Catherine Canales. Representing the Howard County Library System, Carol Murray. Representing the Howard County Chamber of Commerce, Anne Marie Bilger. Executive Director of the Howard County Tourism Council, Inc., Amanda Hoff. Representing Howard Community College, Stephanie Wall. Representing our faith community, Jonathan Alexander. And last but not least, our chair, Executive Director of the Howard County Arts Council, Colleen West. Let's have one more round of applause for our commissioners. Thank you very much for your service, everyone. Through its public process, the commission worked to narrow over 200 designs received to just 10 for further public input. I'd like to recognize our top 10 flag designers and invite you each to join me up front as your name is called. For flag entry number 6, Patricia Elia. For flag entry number 11, Grace Yang. For flag entry number 25, Kim Clark. For flag entry number 71, Jennifer Murphy. For flag entry number 89, Edithi Kohli. For flag entry number 106, Grace Vega. For flag entry number 115, Isen Paradiso. For flag entry 123, Paul Burke. For flag entry 173, Stephanie Adami. For flag entry number 177, Matt Wallach. Do another photo?
Yep.
How about one more round of applause for our top 10 designers? And without further ado, I'd like to invite Chair Colleen West to share a few words with us.
Thanks so much for this. It was awesome. That's all I can say. All righty. Well, good afternoon. It has been an honor serving as chair of the Howard County Flag Commission and working with an exceptional and thoughtful group of community leaders on this project. Our charge was to design and implement a process to promote and collect flag designs from the public and to recommend 3 options for a new flag design for Howard County. We rose to the challenge and developed a great and inclusive process that tapped into the creative talents of our community and engaged the public every step of the way. We also successfully employed a collaborative consensus-building approach to determine the final 10 designs we presented to the public for comment and ranking, and to determine the final designs we presented to County Executive Ball. I would like to take this opportunity to thank each and every one of the commission members for sharing your ideas and perspectives and for your thoughtful direction and decision-making throughout this process. When it comes to art, its meaning and beauty are in the eye of the beholder. The commission was selected to represent our community and is made up of people from a wide range of backgrounds and experiences. There were times over the past 14 months that I found myself thinking back on advice Senator Lamb gave us at our initial press announcement. He said, and I paraphrase, "Government symbols, like flags, carry meaning, and the task ahead of the commission would be a challenging one that would lead to passionate, sometimes difficult discussions, but one that he knew we would take seriously and be considerate and reflective about." Commission members did take their responsibility seriously. There were lively and passionate discussions, and we were considerate and open-minded in our work. So, to each one of my colleagues on the commission, thank you for showing up. Thank you for doing the work, and thank you for being fully present in our discussions and deliberations. I can't fully express how much I enjoyed working with you, and how much I relied on and appreciated your guidance and support throughout the process. And on behalf of the entire commission, I would like to recognize Deputy Chief of Staff Brian Schepter and Monica Perez for keeping us on track and organized, the marketing team for getting the word out, and the IT team, especially David Ubiera, for developing the online submission process, the platform to display the flags, and the platform to collect public votes and comments. We couldn't have done it without you, so thank you all very much. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Colleen. And without further ado, I would like to introduce County Executive Dr. Calvin Ball.
Thank you, and welcome to Ellicott City, our county seat. I want to first recognize Colleen West for incredible leadership of this commission. Your keen understanding of artistic processes and your thoughtful approach to community engagement have delivered some truly impressive results, and I can't tell you how appreciative I am for your stewardship of this effort. Thank you, Colleen. I'd also like to especially thank Brian Schepter and Monica Perez. I asked Brian to shepherd this process to make sure that it was transparent, it was thoughtful, and he did a magnificent job, and I greatly appreciate his service. In 1851, Howard County became the 21st county in Maryland. In November of 1968, nearly 120 years later, and as a result of a voter referendum, we became a charter county with elected council members and an executive to represent and lead our residents. Earlier that same year, Howard County embarked on a process to select a county flag. The Central Maryland News conducted a contest from which they received 40 submissions. The Howard County flag we know today was first raised on September 19th, 1968. The Howard County flag is one of the few official symbols that reflect our government and our community. It should represent the vibrancy and incredible diversity of our community. It should inspire us to be recognizable to all. And after 56 years, the time has come to update and modernize Howard County's flag design to align to our realities, our present values, and our future. That's why on January 22nd, 2024, I established the Howard County Flag Commission. And during the last 13 months, this 19-member board led a community-driven process to solicit and review a wide range of flag design concepts. The commission thoughtfully crafted guidelines for participation in the process to ensure that designs had connection with Howard County. They also articulated directions for quality design after consultation with industry experts. People of all ages, abilities, and backgrounds were encouraged to participate. Between April 1st and June 30th of 2024, the commission received an astounding 209 flag designs from 102 individuals. During the summer, the commission reviewed each submission against its published guidelines and rules and determined that 184 designs from 89 individuals were eligible for further consideration. In September, the commission hosted a public hearing on the eligible designs and spent 2 work sessions refining the 184 eligible designs to just 10 for a public vote. From November 13th, 2024 to January 12th, 2025, the commission posted for public feedback of these top 10 designs, asking voters to rank from 1 to 10. At the conclusion of the 60-day voting period, the commission received more than 1,200 individual ballots. The commission, using a cumulative vote count methodology, determined the top 5 vote getters and recommended 3 finalists for my consideration in accordance with the executive order. On February 25th, 2025, in its 13th public meeting, the commission approved its final report. The work of resident boards and commissions requires thoughtfulness and dedication. I want each of our commission members to know how incredibly grateful I am for your contributions, your time, and your talent. And now I'd like to turn our attention to the top 3 designs recommended by the commission, and I'm going to share a bit about each in the order of their entry number. Now, as I say your name, please join me up front. Flag entry number 71 was developed by Jennifer Murphy. Ms. Murphy is a lifelong resident of Owen Brown, Columbia, and her design features bold blue and greens and white chevrons. As Jennifer wrote, the arrows symbolize Howard County's progressiveness and how it always strives to move forward in making improvements within its community. The wheat represents Howard County's agricultural roots, which is also the same symbol in Howard County's government branding. And the green symbolizes Howard County's dedication to preserving their forests and habitats, while the blue represents the Patuxent and Patapsco rivers. Please give Jennifer a big round of applause. Flag entry number 115 was created by Eason Paradiso. Ms. Paradiso is a proud Howard County resident and business owner who has lived in Howard County for nearly 50 years. After a 20-year career As an art director at Patuxent Publishing Company, she launched Columbia Creative Services to provide advertising, marketing, and graphic design services for nonprofit and small businesses. Her design features rich, arching lines of gold and white over a field of green and blue. As she describes, her design reflects the diversity and inclusion of Howard County's natural and human resources, an historically proud and future-oriented Central Maryland community. It represents an evolving agricultural past blended with an optimistic cultural, environmental, and economic future which is cosmopolitan, vibrant, and thriving. The arch represents both the historical past of Howard County, Thomas Viaduct, and its dynamic future, the chrysalis. The stripes represent Howard County's historical and contemporary abundance of agricultural and natural resources. The golden circle represents the boundless energy of the sun, empowering a diverse community with a view toward the horizon, a bright and optimistic future, and a primary color from the Maryland flag as a location anchor for Howard County. The blue represents the optimism of endless skies, the hope of a bright future, the abundance of natural and recreational resources, lakes, rivers, waterways. The green represents the planned preservation and utilization of the natural environment, the continuing investment in a thriving agricultural economy, and the promise of growing a culturally appreciative community. Please give Ms. Paradiso a round of applause. Flag entry number 123 was crafted by Paul Burke. Dr. Burke is an employee of the Johns Hopkins University Applied Physics Lab right here in Howard County. Dr. Burke is a computational physicist and an international expert in multi-phase fluid dynamics in variable gravity environments. So he's got a back job just in case this doesn't work out for him. Dr. Burke's work has used data from or directly supported multiple interplanetary missions, including NASA's Europa Clipper and the European Space Agency's Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, or JUICE. Flag entry number 123 features a familiar red, white, black, and gold color palette with striking diagonal lines and 3 white stars. As Dr. Burke describes, the top right is based off the coat of arms of John Eager Howard, the namesake of Howard County. The stars represent the space missions which have been designed, built, and operated by APL. The 3 lines in the flag represent significant pieces of Howard County's history and geography. First, the 3 lines represent the county's major rivers, Patapsco, Deep Run, and Patuxent rivers. They also represent the rich history of railroads in the county. John Eager Howard was also a colonel in the Maryland Line Regiment of the Continental Army. Lastly, the colors, also the colors of the Maryland flag, represent the blood of the soldiers who served in the Maryland Line Regiment in red. Gold stands for the agricultural history of the county, particularly in wheat and farming. White represents the hope of peaceful prosperity in the future. And black is a remembrance and honoring of those who sought to escape enslavement via the Underground Railroad through Howard County. Please give Dr. Burke another round of applause. Adoption of a new county flags requires approval by the county council. Each one of these designs represents an incredible degree of thoughtfulness and artistry. In honor of your effort, the county will present each of you with a small honorarium as a token of our appreciation for your efforts. Now, it was a very difficult decision, as you can imagine. Having run a few campaigns and never having gotten 100% of the electorate, I anticipate 100% of the people will not be happy. However, after thoughtful consideration of the Commission's recommendations and each design and description, I have chosen design number 115 by Ms. Paradiso to represent. It will be presented to the County Council for adoption as the county's next flag. Congratulations, Ms. Paradiso. I want to again thank everyone who contributed to this process. I hope you will remain engaged as the flag design proceeds to the County Council adoption and is hoisted, representing Howard County throughout this great state, nation, and world. Thank you so much. God bless Howard County. God bless America.